Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we'll be reviewing Client Responder and how you can use this automation tool to help simplify responding to lead gen posts like this two-step that we have open here so that you can hit everyone up via the comments and send everyone an appropriate message with the asset that you promised. Okay, so let's jump right into it. This two-step, for example, I posted here in one of our groups, offering a 9-minute Loom video teaching the 4 ways our clients connect with Facebook leads via automation, right? So I have offered a free training to anyone who comments below. And as you guys can see, we have a lot of comments here. Some of them we started answering, some of them are not answered yet. So I'll walk you guys through exactly how we can use the software to respond to these comments and then also send everyone a message. Okay. The first thing we're going to want to do is actually set up our message segments and groups. If you guys have used our message segmenting and group features, you'll know what that looks like. Okay, so here with Client Responder open, we can select the menu, select segments, right? And then we can start setting up our different message segments. So for this example, I have our intro, our body, and our CTA. Intro, very simple. Hello, first name. Hey, first name. Hi, first name. Okay, and that's it. And for our body, a bit more information on what we're doing, reminding them, right, why we are messaging them. So here's the Loom video I mentioned in my post, teaching the 4 ways our clients connect with daily Facebook leads with our software. Here's the Loom video I mentioned in my post, showing how to use our automation tool to connect with leads on Facebook on a daily basis. And here's the video I mentioned in my post, showing 4 ways our clients connect with daily Facebook leads without paying for ads. Okay, so these are essentially variations. Just like we did with the initial intro, we have 3 variations here of the body, and same deal for the CTA, where we actually give the link to the video. Let me know if you want the free trial, video. Let me know if you have any questions, video. Check that out and hit me back with any thoughts or feedback, and video. So all of these message variations will accomplish the same goal, giving all our prospects the video we promised during our 2-step post. Okay. So let's hit back here. Now for our message groups, I already created a group with these 3 points, right, for the message segments. So it's intro, body, CTA. Just to give you guys a reminder of how we can do that, we just go to groups. Okay, we're going to add a new group. We enter a title. So 2-step reply, right? Okay, so that would be a title here, and then we can enter the different segments. So for example, intro, right, message segment, we can enter that. Body we created, message segment, we can enter that CTA. Okay, and all you have to do is hit add, your message segment will be built, and then you can save the message group. Now I'm not going to go and do that right now. Well, I can, but we already have the other one set up. Okay, so for this specific scenario, I'm just going to delete that because it's exactly the same as this one. Once we have our message segments and groups set up, we're ready to set up our comments. So for that, we need to navigate over to the post itself, and then we will click Client Responder. Okay, we have the option here to clone previous settings from if we've done this before with another post, or we can go ahead and create a new one. So for the sake of this demo, I'm going to go ahead and click New. For the post title, go ahead and just match the name here. For the description, I'm going to actually copy my post. Okay. Set keywords. This allows us to specify specific keyword phrases that we want the software to respond to. So for example, in my 2-step, I asked people to comment Zenscape.ai, right? And a lot of people did. Some people, as you can see, commented just Zenscape, right, or something else. But if you wanted to only send messages and comments to people who responded the key phrase, you could set that up here. So I could enter Zenscape.ai, hit enter, and now the software will only reach out to those folks. Now, I'm not going to do that for this example because I want to comment back and reply to everyone. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. Okay. And for our reply list, this is the actual comment that we'll be sending to folks who have commented on our post. So for example, right here, I have just sent over a DM with the video. Check your inbox or click this link to jump over to our convo, right? So that's a good starting point for us. That's what I want to say to most people. So we can do that. And I can add a variation here if I want to. So just sent you a message with the video link. So just sent you a message with the video link. Check your inbox or click here to jump over to our convo. Okay, and that's all we have to do. Now, anyone who the software reaches out to will also receive a comment right here on the post. We can select our message groups, right? So I'm going to select client prospector demo. Okay, that's the group that we have set up. Tag user, yes, I do want to tag the user, so that way when it responds on the comments, it does this first and tags them. So yes, we'll tag the user. Now, if we're looking at our time delay options here, we have minimum time to reply in seconds, right? So I'm going to go ahead and set that to 60. If you have a ton of replies to your two-step post, you may want to consider increasing the time frame a little bit, which will keep you safer from getting throttled with Facebook. Random delay time in seconds. So this is just an additional parameter for time in between responses. I'm going to go ahead and add 20 seconds there. We want to pause after a specific number of replies. So now the post I was showing you guys here has over 200 comments. So we don't want to hit every one of these folks up all at once because there's a high chance that Facebook will stop us from sending messages or stop us from commenting if we go too fast, right? So the message segmenting and grouping will help with this. Also, the variation in comments here will help with this, but we still don't want to go too aggressively. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it after it sends 25 messages, okay, after 25 replies. And what I want to do here is take a pause for at least, let's call it 60 minutes. Okay, that way it takes a break and it doesn't message all of these folks at once. Okay, and actually I'm going to decrease that to 20 and that'll do it. Okay, so, okay. And finally over here, we have this optional checkbox. I typically don't use that, but for here with our latest post engagement, we can go either from the newest comments or from the oldest. Okay, now I'm going to leave it on no so that it takes care of the oldest comments first, since those folks were first, right? They were commenting first. And that's how we would set this up. Okay, so if I want to go ahead and run this, I'm going to hit save. And that is all. So once we have this saved, we can go back over here. And if we click client responder, as you guys can see, we now have the post set up and ready to run with our automation. So all we have to do to get the automation going is click the start button right here. Okay, now it is active and it will start running in the background. Now remember, we did set some time delays for this, so it could take a minute or so to actually get going with the automation. But all we have to do is just make sure that we leave this in place and the software will start running in the background. Right, so you can see here it opened another tab and it is going through the posts and getting started with analyzing who it needs to respond to and sending those initial messages. Now keep in mind here, guys, that this post was already in place, right, and had some responses to people. So the the folks who have already received a comment, the software is going to skip over them. It's not going to hit them up again because it understands that we already messaged those people and that we already replied to them. So no worries about hitting people up twice. The software is pretty smart. It'll jump over those people and just get to the folks that still need attention. As you guys can see here, I have my inbox opened up. So the most recent message is this one here with Abdul. And as the software runs, it'll start messaging some of the folks from my two-step, so we'll see them populate over here. So that's all we need to do, guys. Now, what I can focus on is some of the other activities that I have on my plate today, right? So I was planning on creating some educational materials for Zenscape. I was also planning on doing some outreach to our leads on the phone, right? For people who have opted in and requested more information. I was going to use some time today to give them a call. So I can do all of those other activities while my two-step is being taken care of with automation. Make sure that the folks who have responded here are not forgotten about. They are all going to get what they need with the software. Looks like we have our first reply right here, and actually another one just came in. So let me show you guys what those look like, right? So, hey Mohammed, here's the video I mentioned in my post showing the 4 ways our clients connect with daily Facebook leads without paying for ads. Let me know if you have any questions. And it sent them the video. Then again here, hey Adrian, here's the video I mentioned in my post showing you the 4 ways our clients connect with daily Facebook leads without paying for ads. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. And then it sent the video link. So very, very good. This is exactly what we were looking for these sequences. Let's check this out over here. And actually, let's do this. So Adrian Castillo, right, is the first person. So let's make sure that Adrian, right, if we refresh this page, Adrian Castillo, there we go. He didn't have a reply, and now he does. Just sent you a message with the video link. Check your inbox or click here to jump over to that convo, and that's it. So our job is done in terms of getting him the information that's needed, and we can follow up with these folks as the replies start coming in to our initial outreach messages. Okay, so there you have it, guys. This is how you can automate your two-step responses and replies so that you can focus on quality outreach on a daily basis while still working on some of those other important activities within the business. Okay. If you guys have any questions for us or need any help with any of this, any clarification, just hit us up, let us know how we can help out, and we will step in and get you rolling in the right direction. That's it for today, guys. I'll see you on the next lesson.